you're gonna want to use a basic bandage, i.e. field dressing. If you don't know what they fucking look like, they're a little fucking green thing that says basic next to it. I just put it on the ground. Um, yeah, this shit, right? Fucking everybody should have those. Right? Fucking um, second bandage type, packing, right? Packing bandages. Sorry, I'm coming over the Rona. Um, packing bandages. Did anybody else have a fucking Saturday Night Live? So, look what I can do. uh, what the fuck is happening over there? Packing bandages do exactly what the name suggests. They go in a hole and they pack it, right? So fucking, if you got a hole, you want to pack it. A hole is a puncture wound or a velocity wound. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. So, between the two, I have to revalidate here. Just give me about 35 seconds. Uh, a pretty sure a puncture wound has
What did I do?
lower bleeding, and a velocity wound has higher bleeding. Yes, velocity wounds have higher bleeding, and fucking puncture wounds are light bleeding.
I am stuck.
So, have a hole, you want to pack it. You got a basic wound, use a basic band-aid. Got it?
Cool.
Is it hard to remember?
Oh, Gunny.
Or fuck out of here at that fucking marine shit. So the next thing, right?
Sergeant Major.
The next thing is elastic bandages, right? Elastic bandages work on a wound called an avulsion, right? So an avulsion is where a structure of your body
Yeah, I don't even know how that. Oh, he got out of it. God damn it!
removed and or ripped
I
away,
really want those
ripped or
fast
torn
helmets, so
away,
those things are
right?
so sick.
Think of it as a chunk of shrapnel hitting you in your calf,
That doesn't work,
right?
right?
And your calf is Murphy.
Alright, I'll shut up.
You okay?
Ew.
But also, what the fuck? If you look at that, you guys see a beret with nods on it. That shit ain't right.
He said kill, and then he just fucking fell over.
That's the third time he's died.
Murphy, are you okay?
You need some milk.
I want to talk about it.
All right.
Aye.
So fucking an avulsion. Think of it this way, right? An explosion goes off next to you, and a chunk of shrapnel flies off and hits you in your calf, right below your knee, right? And your calf is flapping down by your fucking heel. You wanna hold that shit together, right? So that dirt and shit don't get in there until you can get to a field hospital and they can stitch that shit, right? So fucking you wanna use a pressure dressing to hold it together, right? So an elastic bandage does just that. It's a pressure dressing. Think of an elastic bandage as an ace bandage wrap, right? You sprain your ankle, you wanna hold that shit, keep your body so it don't fall off. So we got if you got a basic wound, you use a basic bandage, right? You got a hole, it's like a tampon. You wanna pack that shit. If you got a basic wound, basic band-aid. If you got a hole, you wanna pack it. And then an avulsion, think of it as a skin flap, right? So if you got a skin flap, you wanna wrap it. And the fourth bandage type is quick clot. Quick clot fixes everything, but it takes a lot to fucking use it. Or it takes a lot to fucking fix the wound, right? So easiest way to remember everything that I just said is if you got a hole, you want to pack it. If you got a skin flap, you want to wrap it. If you got a basic wound, use a basic band-aid. And if you're out of everything else, use quick clot. You can
A lot of
combine
it.
multiple bandage types together to have a higher effective rate. Right? But who? The easiest way to remember, if You got a whole packet. You got a skin flap wrap it. Quick clot fixes everything. Basic wound equals basic band-aid. Got it?
Cool.
Kill.
ACR. You got an avulsion. What kind of band-aid are you using?
You'd use a pack elastic.
Shit.
Elastic is correct.
Zowski. You got a hole in you. What kind of band-aid are you gonna use?
Hacking.
Fuck yeah. Tackling. You stubbed your toe. You got a basic boo-boo. What do you do?
Basic band-aid.
Fuck yeah, slap that Hello Kitty band-aid on there. Yeah, so
That smells like
fucking
strawberries.
that's basic. Smells like strawberries. That's basic medical for you, right? So we're about to get into some more advanced shit. So that's how we go about doing training here, right? So there's brief instruction, then questions. If you're attentive, we move on. If not so much, we revisit the topic. So
So
the
attentive,
next thing,
right?
it's your tiny private pea brain infantry brain out of you. I'm just kidding. I love you. So next thing, we'll just pretend this dude here. You're about to witness something that you probably don't want to see, but
Oh my gosh.
User left your channel.
okay. So this guy's dead, right? You know, we're just gonna pretend that he's fucked up, but does everybody's H menu work, right? Is everybody's fucking medical menu open when you press
Yep.
H?
Does it
Yep.
come
Don't
up?
hit G.
Don't hit G. That's
Do
why
it,
we
hit G,
from
make
H
my
to a
day.
different button.
Your
Make sure-
keybind is
make
still
sure you
just
double tap.
G. Change it.
Right. Well, rip. Okay. So homeboy right here, right? We're just gonna pretend he got his legs blown off by an IED. If you come up to him and you look at his medical menu, both of his legs are gonna appear red to you. I almost said black. I play too much StarCraft. If you use your medical menu or your ace interaction button, so Windows key, and then you fucking look at him, you look at his like giblets, you'll get an option that says medical menu. Open that shit. If you don't have, or I mean, you should be able to just look at him and hit H. But if it don't work, just use the Windows key, for example, for the time being, and we'll get that set up later. But you see his legs. His legs are all fucked, right? Oh. First thing you want to do when you come up onto a casualty that
Check his
has
pulse.
negative.
Bundle.
You come up to a casualty, you want to check responsiveness first, right? So the easiest way to check responsiveness, hey, Martinez is responsive. Hey, Murphy laying on the ground dead. Not responsive. It's the easiest way to check responsiveness. The next thing to do
Yep.
is look at his wounds, right? Playing with the little fucking casualty card shit there. Oh, second thing you're gonna want to do, you're gonna want to check for massive hemorrhage. So if you look at his legs and you click on each limb, you're gonna see what the fuck is happening.
What?
What in the actual
Eddie.
I don't think he has a map.
I think we're gonna get a real
User
real
joined your
casualty
channel.
real quick.
Purple. Anywho, so you look at Homeboy's extremities, right? Okay, one leg, his right leg, he has 4 medium avulsions, 3 medium velocity wounds, and 2 small velocity wounds. On his other leg, he's got 5 medium velocity wounds, 1 medium avulsion, 2 minor avulsions, and 2 small velocity wounds, right?
So Lieutenant Dan.
Oh,
Note
yeah.
that they are opposite of what you would think they would be. We're actually looking at the body instead of a mere reflection.
Well, you're in the way. You might want to skedoodle.
User joined your channel.
The first thing that you want to do. Oh shit! He's back. Fuck out.
Hey!
Whack. So the first thing you want to do, you want to check for massive hemorrhage, right? So you can clearly see that his legs are bleeding. They show up
User
red
joined your channel.
because of how fucked up he is. the first thing you want to do is put tourniquets on both of his limbs.
User left your channel.
Tourniquets save lives.
User joined your
Tourniquets
channel.
do.
Oh, good
And
question.
if you're working with someone else too, you want to articulate what you're doing. I'm working on the left leg. You work on the right. That kind of stuff. So you don't
now,
pile up on the same injury.
same thing, yeah. So now, if you look at his medical menu, it's showing that he is no longer bleeding, right? Because the limbs that were bleeding are tourniqueted off. There's no blood flow flowing to those extremities now. Now from here, you can apply splints if you have them. If not, you can call for a medic. Second thing here, splints show up, or not splints, broken bones show up in the extremity now. So you see that little fucking little leg there, you apply a splint, it'll go away.
It's really nice.
And the
happens when
visible
you have a
tourniquets are a
fractured leg?
newish feature too, which are really nice.
You can't walk.
Exactly.
Was asking.
Hey, look at the
User
body.
joined your
Stroke.
channel.
Heat stroke. It's heat stroke, boys. Heat stroke.
Some
Now hydrate,
fucking
guys. Put your
voodoo
hydrate.
magic going
Got
on
a
here, man.
heat casualty
Yeah, I
going
know.
on over here.
We got a heat casualty.
All
All right.
right.
So now that his legs are no longer broken, but they are still bleeding because they're still red, he's stable, right? You can get him to a medical. You can get him to a medic or medical facility or medical vehicle, right? He is fine in this state. Granted, he still has a heart rate. He's fine in this state for 20 minutes. That's how our settings are set up, right? That way we can actually medevac people. Now, the other reason, the other thing that our medical system is set up about, though, it's sum of all wounds. So if you have, we'll just say, 10 different wounds, each totaling 0.1 damage, right? You add those all together and you get 1, and you'll die. If you get hit in your face or a round penetrates your body armor, you'll die. 1 hit. Chances are you step on an IED, and if it's a large IED,
You're dead.
you're gonna die. If you step on a landmine, like an anti-personnel landmine, chances are you'll be fine. You might be asleep for a fat minute, but you'll be fine, right? So we covered tourniquets. What do tourniquets do? Tourniquets cut off blood flow to extremities. No, you can't put a tourniquet on somebody's fucking head.
No,
I have to bring that up. I have to bring that up
done it
because
before.
yeah, you can put it on somebody's head, but it ain't gonna fucking stop blood flow.
Oh, well.
Let's do
So
medic.
yeah, well,
Also
Put it around the neck.
stops airflow.
Military choke.
It's a military. So everybody got a warm fuzzy
Drop
on that?
their pants.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Gunny.
Everybody's got a warm fuzzy on it? All the new guys? Yeah.
He is
Not
required
dispense-
to die.
Do not dispense
Shut the fuck
drugs
up,
unless
Frosty.
told to by a medic.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
drug
we're
time,
getting to the
everybody's favorite.
injectors. We're getting to
I
the
like
injectors
morphine.
now. Shut the fuck up. Oh, next thing is auto injectors. Auto injectors that are used are epinephrine, morphine, and adenosine. Morphine decreases pain, slows heart rate. Epinephrine increases heart rate. Pretty much all it does.
Adenosine is morphine's less cool cousin.
Adenosine counteracts epinephrine. All it does. It'll lower the heart rate after you fucking try to give somebody a fucking stroke on fucking. Right? So it's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty simple. Don't get the fucking colors mixed up. We're not Marines. Don't fucking eat the crayons. It's pretty simple.
Mom.
Another thing, you definitely want to make note of checking the name at the top left side.
User joined your channel.
If it is possible you think you're working on yourself and you're working on the person beside you, so always do that.
Or
the
vice
corpse.
versa.
Or vice versa, yeah.
Somebody flatlining?
Right. Everybody got a warm fuzzy on medical shit?
Love medical.
No.
Up your combat medic, go away.
Sure, I can.
He looks.
Somebody's popping gunshots outside my house.
So everybody got a warm fuzzy, yeah. All the new dudes. All right, cool
Yep.
beans. Right. If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. All right. So next thing, radio shit. Does everybody have a radio in their inventory? If they press I and go into their inventory, does everybody have a fucking radio on them?
Never have a radio. Who uses those?
I use smoke signals.
Radio check 1, 2.
You don't when you
Shout
load
really
clear
loudly.
houses.
Are you on the right channel?
Fucking here, give me a minute. I'm gonna poof in a fucking box for those of you who don't have radios.
Just frequency.
There's one right behind us.
Yeah, no, that'll take too long for people to load in. I'm gonna put down a specific fucking TFAR thing.
Infantry,
Alright.
standard infantry uses 80.
Radio check.
What's the frequency?
You use a radio? I'm whispering to you.
Don't get in the box just yet. I'm trying to fucking.
What's the
Touch box.
What?
There it is.
Yeah, don't get in it just yet. I'm trying to fucking put enough radios in it for everybody.
User disconnected from your channel.
One by one.
Leave Joey.
Let's try this fast, Kurt.
User joined your channel.
Everybody hop in that box and pull out a 152 if you don't have one already.
I almost pressed I. That's my grenade key.
That would be a bad thing.
Very
Yeah.
bad.
You have your eye on the grenade.
G is my inventory.
Pretty smart.
Why?
See, now I'm starting to doubt. I don't want. You know what? I'll just not press either.
Set grenade to double G.
We'll get there in 1 second.
there and go press it.
How about we just
Over there.
not press any buttons we're not sure of what they do?
I recognize that firearm, soldier.
Here,
Alright.
Alt Tab, Alt
How do you
F4, look
learn?
at button press.
Oh,
Right.
that's an old joke.
So oh shit balls, Batman. Alright, so fucking once you guys got your radios, the keybind to open said radio is right control P. It'll open your radio. Once it's in front of your face, little fancy button that says CLR on the radio, you're gonna want to click that with your mouse, a little mouse cursor guy, and you'll get a fucking cursor. The other way to do that, you can drag your mouse over it, hold left click and drag your mouse over it to select it all, and then delete it with the delete key on your keyboard. But the CLR button, pretty simple. It's right on the fucking radio. You can't really fuck it up. I mean, you can, but from
User
there,
joined your channel.
all you got to do is type in the frequency that your specific section is using. So if you're infantry, we're always going to be on 8-0. We have 8-0 to fucking I think 8-4. So if you're in the first squad, it's going to be 8-0. If you're second squad, it's going to be 8-1, so on and so forth. So for this example, we're just going to hit 8-0, and then you're going to press ENT on the radio, and then channel 180 should be set. All you have to do now is close out of that
User
either
left your
by
channel.
the escape key or by pressing the Windows key. We'll close it out. From there, to use the radio,
User joined your channel.
all you have to do is hit cap lock. Who the fuck is hot micing?
Stay with Charlie.
Who got?
Hayes.
Charlie Lima.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
quick.
Hey, you're hot mic.
Who has
Fuck has their thing set on
It's
fucking
Hayes.
speaker?
Hayes.
Foul Kitty? Ah,
Hayes.
somebody has their shit on speaker.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Check to
Not
see if
me.
your shit's on
Was
speaker.
me.
Oh, okay.
Coming from my left. Somebody in front of me. Ooh, yeah, somebody. One if you got. Oh,
It's
yeah.
headphones.
The headphones in your ears.
Yeah, there you go. All right, problem solved, right? So caps lock is what you use to transmit. Transmit, you gotta fucking hold caps lock down, say what the fuck you're gonna say, and then let it go when you're done, right? Be pretty simple. Just going over there.
Oh.
Raven, can multiple people talk at the same time?
Yo, Hayes, come on back over here.
Yes, multiple
You
people
can't
can
hear
talk
it.
at the same time.
You recommended it?
Yeah, exactly.
Probably not.
We haven't switched to TFR beta yet. When we do, I think there's a setting in there to fucking like not let fucking multiple people talk on the comms at the same time. But yeah, so everybody got a warm fuzzy on how to make radio shit happen.
Whoop.
Suck.
Look at that, we got other people saying who now.
I mean, the Air Force says it, so I say it.
Air Force says hoo-ha.
Air Force says
Yeah.
"Ka-chow."
So they go, meow.
Kerchoo.
Yeah, let me see.
You mean brrr.
Air Force says, "Damn, it's warm out here. I'm going back in the AC."
I'm about to
Oh.
fuck bootleg up. At least we're not
Alright.
like the Navy. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, daddy. Oh yeah.
Oh shit, my window's
If I come back to.
That's your branch right there.
All right.
You're fucking
So
right.
nothing to see up here.
the next thing.